Alright folks, it's time for one of the greatest maps in War of Rights, and that is Piper Farm. It's a CSA defending map. I do realize my dude is like panting in the background. You can hear it. It's very subtle. I've tried to turn it down so that it's not captured as well. You don't need to know any of that. CSA defending map, it's a big arty map, so I like it. We have 400 man server. We got 350 to start. You can tell it's going to be good. We have good officers on, a number of good officers on both sides. So we can see who they are here. But yeah, real quality people. Overall, there might be a bit of a Union advantage when it comes to officers, but we'll see. We will see how that plays out. Yeah, I kind of hope the rain goes away. That's kind of a total bummer, but it is what it is. We'll follow along here with the Union companies. You can see this is the sunky? How about sunken or bloody lane? Union artillery is a bit off in the distance. That is actually the roulette lane. Arty Hill up there. The other group there, that is kind of where Spout Union spawn on Bloody Lane. So anyways, that's that. We are in the lane here. We're kind of post-update, and so we'll see what the CSA does. It's hard for me to believe that the CSA has a... I don't know what this is.
When you're reloaded, we're gonna move out into the islands. Gentlemen!
I don't know. Yeah, it's true. It's true, particularly when you're going to go to charge. If you got a long tail, the defenders have longer to reload. Yeah, but this is kind of how this is meta from when I was casting these several months back. The CSA kind of holds this corner. People remember that there are two stone walls on Piper Farm, right? The one back there and then the one up there. There's actually a third stone wall on Piper Farm, and it's the one over here. And so the CSA has decided to split itself, and it has two companies out here at the corner. They're going to use this stone wall. The thing is that the Union can come back here if it wants to. It can largely avoid that stone wall, come out here and make it 50-50. The CSA, as is usually true with defenders, that's absolutely true on this map. They don't have a ton of tickets. They have far less than the attackers, and you kind of feel it on this map. So you got to play it conservative and smart. We have a dev on the server. I think this is, yeah, it's the official test server. I kind of hope they get rid of this rain, man. It's just, we'll make it work, right? If that's the worst thing that happens to us in this battle, it's a good battle. So we'll be happy with that. Frequently, the Union may try to work their way in here. They may move up, try to seize the corner of the map, maybe get on some of these caissons. I like the idea of, are they moving the guns? And they are. It looks like they moved the gun and the caissons over. And I guess they're going to try to consolidate over here. The idea is to make this a big open area so that if the Union does come up here, and you can see there's the Union, that they can't get up on those mobile caissons and guns. I think the Union might be able to reach that fixed caisson. They can't. I don't think they can reach them all. The downside is if you move them over here and you don't get them far enough away, then you've built a very nice fort for the Union to sit on, to embed themselves into, and to kind of cycle charge you. So here the Union, in my view, is doing what they ought to do, and they're working together, they're moving together. All four flags are here. This always feels like a field that the Union is relatively advantaged in. Their artillery, again, is back on that hill and that hill. Here, you know, there's an argument that, all right, well, maybe the arty will team kill. Maybe it will, but maybe it won't. I've spent enough time in Union arty on this map. These are easy shots. As long as your officer tells you correctly where to shoot, you can do these with the naked eye. You don't need anything special. Over in that field, it can be a little bit trickier depending on where the gun is. So I thought for the Union, of the two fields, this is the one that offers you concealment on the way in, very close. decent cover if you want to shoot it out, and then you have the boundary to be able to reduce the angles the CSA can use against you. And yeah, I think the Union feeling light resistance is going to move up. Looks like the CSA is going to opt for a sizable stone wall that goes all the way back to that's the main spawn there, and they may try to use that. But the Union can leapfrog those caissons. They can come up here. They can charge through if they want to. And the Union's in a very commanding position early on here. Gotta love these full servers. Gotta love them. Alright, it looks like the rain has stopped. The sun's trying to come out. Ooh, yeah. You got a bunch of friendlies in front of you. You have 3 Union flags in front of you. The CSA hopped in the corn. Yeah, now they're trying to get out. Ooh. Dropped a flag. Yeah, whereas the Union is moving, I mean, you could kind of deride it as a blob, but they're coordinating. You know, if nothing else, it makes it easier, more likely that you get flags out and you die in formation. The CSA is opting, and it's not necessarily wrong as long as they can regulate. That was a good hit by Union Arty right at the hay bales. Again, the hay bales, you can, I believe you can still see with the naked eye. They do render in. There's additional stress here on the CSA to be very careful with how they move. You can make dispersion work, but you got to make sure that you are on top of your movement, and then you can actually take advantage of concentration, and you can shoot them while they're running. But the Union's back in their orchard, or at least part of them are. Alright, the Union's going to put one company out there to try to tie down, I guess, one company there. Second CSA company is over here. So I wonder how long that Union company will stay if the CSA already also is called into action against it. Yeah, and by pulling back, they've largely nullified a lot of the effect of that CSA artillery. Because now the CSA artillery has to shoot in the orchard. It's just hard to get angles. You can see what the smoke is like. Now this would be a key to the CSA that you can probably spray into your own battery and be okay, but again, that's not always true. The Union is getting at least one of these flags a bit far up.
Guys, come here. Come to me. Come to me. Come to me. Come to me. Come to me.
Yeah, and they're gonna. That came from CSA Arty, I think. That looked like a line from somewhere over here. And again, why I can occasionally hear my dude's avatar panting, I I have no idea. How are we doing? I haven't actually checked. Yeah, the Union's doing great so far. They are up a half morale stage. They got the CSA engaged just now. We have 34 minutes left on the black timer. This is exactly what they want to see. We're getting close to the point where we can call it and say that if the CSA doesn't play for recap, they're going to lose. It is a CSA flag. I wonder if they know they have friendlies up there. I don't know. It's hard to tell. But I think we have an idea of where the Union is, right? They're right here. Where are the other Union companies, though? CSA Arty. That's a CSA company that I don't think is really in action. Maybe the Union was trying to mask the numbers that it had here.
If you need to come right, you can come right. If you need to come right, you can come right.
And CSA already kind of just got to understand what the situation is. It's not going to be great. And you probably just got to abandon your guns. Maybe you can work the inside guns, but really what you can also do is move some of these guns, particularly the Napoleons, you can move them up to the hay bales here. I mean, if you lose those, like, you've already lost the round anyways, so don't worry too much about it. The Stonewall, it is easy to hit from Union Arty. For some reason, it generally renders them pretty well. So as long as the gunners in Union Arty know, your friendlies are almost never there, and you can use it as a point of reference just left of the hay bales, which you should see. But yeah, the CSA, they're back. Looks like some of them, a small number of them are in the house. You got some Arty guys here. I'm trying to look at the situation there. Yeah, in the house you can see, and you can get shots in here, but if you're taking shots, the suppression gets really bad. Alright, Union's gonna go in.
Get him, boys. Kill them all. Fire and charge. Fire and charge. Shoot him in the face. Shoot him in the face.
Looks like the order must have been... It's too well synchronized. It's probably in shatter. Remember that. Step back. Step back from those walls when you're defending them. Union does a great job of swarming this.
Blah, 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 blah.
CSA is going to be stronger in the areas where it's harder for the Union to get, and they don't want to be in here, because I think they're going to time out. But up at the front where the Union can kind of buzz through, I think they can stand here. Oh, and they came through, yeah. They did the Dumbo drop thing where the Union will time out, but they can make it through here if they move fairly quickly. And maybe it's just a one-way trick for them, and they're going to try to farm as many tickets from the CSA. The CSA is just going to be a ton of tickets.
Smooth this.
I think they need to get back to this wall to stop the timer. The only downside for the Union is that they do not want to cap early. And they had about, I don't know, 60-70% cap before they called it off. So, anyways, that's that. You still have the CSA company over here that's doing absolutely nothing of use. I've been critical of that approach since I saw it when I saw it months ago. I get it, but I get why you do it at the beginning, but I don't really understand why you continue to stick with it. But maybe that was the agreement that they would hold that at all hazards. But it basically puts your defenders up here in a situation where they have 3 companies against 4 that are able to press them. Union being quite conservative with at least several of its flags. Let's see, 3 of them back there, and so that means the Union will be able to stay in action a long time. I don't know where the 4th is in my... Oh, there's the 4th right there, so... And CSA, you can see they're charging from down here. They're going to claim up the last few Union. The Union company that was here has largely got out of the way. I don't think the Union really cares about those tickets. They are up, I don't know, they got about 70% left on engage. CSA just went taking losses. 28.5 minutes. Yeah, the only way back in at this point for the CSA is cap recap. And we will see if they go for it. They have enough tickets that they can do it. Right, you don't want to try to play cap recap when you're like, you got 20-30% left in taking losses and there's a lot of time left. Because just Rambos and other things will cause you to lose tickets. And you'll go breaking before the time is up. But they have enough tickets now, they can force the Union to cap. And they can even up the relative tickets. I think standing at that stone wall is probably not going to do it. Because I think the Union's just going to cycle charge them. You see you got a Union group there. That's already halfway up into the orchard. Most of the Union... Okay, the rest of that Union line, again, working very well together. They're going to take their half of the orchard. They may try to get a smoke screen going and then charge behind it, or they may just go full in. All right, so it looks like they're going to opt to shoot for a little while. Since they should be fine, except for, again, Rambos or people who are just out of position. But the way that hill slopes, the fact that you're in a stone wall and you also have a straight fence in front of you and an orchard should soak up a lot of those shots. We'll see if that's true. Or the shadow crushes all these people out. But I saw maybe 1 or 2 CSA drops so far. I think like a couple of Union shirts. You know what I don't see much of? I never see very many CSA make use of the upper floors of this barn. I understand it doesn't have the hard cover that you get down here, but I've done it. I don't know that I've ever been shot. Maybe, but you can see things. You know, if you don't have great sight lines, you can do some stuff. You can certainly attract a lot of fire, right? You don't have to like stick your barrel out the barn. You want to fire from inside the barn and not hit friendlies, and you can do that. This, again, as with firing in all buildings, the suppression is good. You got a big Union charge on the front of this. You just gotta be careful not to put too many through cap. I think they'll be fine. But yeah, this is just a one-way trip for the Union. They don't care, right? They don't care that they might even lose on the relative tickets. They're so far ahead. They just want to burn them down. Union stop capping now. That's still a lot of Union over here. That probably was Union already shooting into the Union who attacked a position you don't normally expect to see the Union. These guys might start dropping if they're Union. They spent this much time on the CSA side of things. But overall, the CSA is on the... Now cap recap is out. CSA is basically 10-15% away from breaking. Yeah, Union's about 10% away from taking losses, but practically, the CSA has no chance to play cap recap. I don't know if in organized play you can get the discipline to not go breaking before the time was up. So this one is all over but the crying. I think the Union is putting on just an absolute clinic in how to do this. I'm a little befuddled as to some of the stuff I've seen in the various discussion posts that are critical of the Union in pub play. Again, I'm just getting back into this here, but from what I've seen, the Union's been doing a fine job, and they've been consistently bringing the officers that they need to bring. And I'm on, I think, early prime time. I'm not on late in the evening. I'm too old for that. So I don't know how it goes long after I've gone to bed, but for quite a while now, the Union seems to have had some excellent runs here, as long as they get some other people on. And this seems to be another one of those. So the CSA is in breaking. Union is like a casualty away from taking losses. 23 minutes. Just there's really not much for the CSA. There's not much left to do. The people who know you're not going to hold for 23 minutes. Cap recap is out of the question now. Take a look at numbers here. 387. Looks like there's change And one of the CSA officers. '21 in Union Artillery out of a team of 195. I'm a little surprised the CSA still has 18. In their 2 batteries, but they do. Yeah, I mean, those are things I talk about when we're waiting for the reset. Speaking of which, I kind of wonder if there just shouldn't be like a vote to end the round. I feel like at this point, you know, maybe it has to be approved by like officers first, and then the team gets to vote on whether to end the round. I don't think it's ever going to happen because everybody in this game has been scarred by trolling, and there's still some trolling left in the game, but it is so much better. It's so not as bad as it was several years ago. We'll put it that way. But
Guys, press X. Press X. South Main Company A, press X.
Alright,
But-
get ready to march, gentlemen. Get ready
I don't
to
know. I
march.
feel like in situations like these,
Everyone press C. Make
it-
sure you're at the quick
it
time.
truly
Make sure you're
is.
at the quick time.
It's all over.
Beautiful.
And like the
All right,
CSA
gentlemen,
could just
quick time, march.
admit that it's over and get out of this round and get on to the next one that might be more fun. Next one I think is Hill's
Single file,
counterattack.
quick time
So
march. Single file,
who's
quick
not
time
going to have
march.
fun at that?
Oh my god, I'm so hard right now. Boys, we're gonna go up another 100 yards, and as soon as there's room for the whole column to march across this field, we're gonna be like in the fucking movies.
I got to do something. Right, let's watch the CSA shoot at nothing.
This actually looks awesome, man.
Everyone down. Sober, you might want to move, but you might want to. I know you're drunk right now, and I'll give you more.
Company,
whiskey.
halt! Halt! Stop when the person in front of you stops!
Halt!
Stop when the person in front of you stops!
Hey.
Halt when the person in front of you stops, boys.
Like, hey, no, you keep going until it's filled in, guys. No gap, no gap. Dress this.
My company. Left.
If you need to catch up, double quick.
Alright guys, stop here. Everyone stop. Face left, stop. Just stop.
This is such a strange fucking line. Holy
Great,
shit.
I don't remember that.
Hey, no gaps, go right. No gaps, go right. My company, keep going. Come right.
Keep going. Keep moving forward.
No gaps, guys, keep going.
Reload.
Keep going, we don't want any gaps in this line. Double quick, we need to catch up, double quick, get up there. Close this up right now. Right here.
Alright, boys, get
Right here, close it up right here. Face left, once you're in line, face left.
Behind my line.
Flag bearers, get in position. Remember, let the American flag to the right. Flag bearers, get on this column.
Face left once you're in line.
Yeah. When you got that much time.
March to the fence, quick time.
Alright, I'll do my best.
Alright, boy, this is
CSA already.
Countercharge the point. Do not let them cap. Do not let them cap. Get on the point.
Get out point, get out point, get out point. Charge, 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 charge.
This is turning out to be a much longer round than I thought. This round was over 5-10 minutes ago.
You get him, Chris. I think it's not that good.
I mean, what else am I gonna look at?
God, I fucking suck. Hey, I
He
did it!
would have been lasted. Oh my goodness, this might be my favorite round of War of Rights.
Only I'm gonna do it where we don't have to stop.
Yeah, it's on a great map. You put on a clinic as to how to attack it. Created cinematic charges. Some deft pistol play. I mean,
We have
what else do you
13 minutes
want?
for our last stand where it bothers me.
We don't need flags. I mean, it's up there. We'll go get it. But, you know, we're gonna go kill those
Respawning
motherfuckers
is
first.
Everyone on a dot.
We're
Everyone
just
on a
teasing
dot.
them, boys. We're teasing them.
Double rank, double rank. Do you guys not like double rank? I fucking love doing double rank. Get your full kits. Once you're double ranked, get your full kits.
Gentlemen, hold! Stop when the person in front of you stops. Flag, get in the rear center. Rear center, rear center flag. Face left, guys. Face left, face left. Take aim at that rebel force in the field. Take aim at that rebel force in the field. Aim at their knees. Steady. Jesus Christ, you guys are lame. Ignore them.
Honestly, I don't know if you guys heard, but when we all put on our beta time, it's
That CSA already guys are just running up with ordnance in their hand, and they're just dying. The dude killed 3 of them. Oh my goodness. Anyways. Alright, Union's about to go breaking. CSA is almost all the way through last stand. I'm a little surprised that CSA hasn't just run out of bounds in last stand and let the Union going through all of this.
7B, let's charge!
Alright, this should be the last one.
I want our colors up and out of the dirt before this game is over! We need a flag hero!
What happened there? Yikes. A lot more CSA in last stand than I thought. A beautiful flag. A green one.
All the way to their main, gentlemen. All the way to their main. Good shit. Oh, hey, Mono, you can come back to me. Yeah, I'm just gonna get people on
And
board, so
that's
we
that.
can end the game.
Alright, so we finally got out of that one. It's a good one, though. Yeah, CSA is taking more into lines, about the same number of skirmishing, about the same number of casualties. Yeah, it's gonna be rough to come back from. Alright, folks, hope you enjoyed it. I did. Hope to bring you more in the future.